Did you know that Bukayo Saka actually plays FPL, or that James Maddison finished inside the top 100k? Here are the top 5 Premier League players that played FPL this season. So in 5th place was actually Bukayo Saka. He had a final game week score of 54 points. His captain, he had set to Bobby Firmino, who obviously scored a goal, did quite well for Saka. His overall rank was 610k, and he actually owned himself for 37 of the 38 game weeks of the season. You can see there, scored 2,407 points for a respectable 610k finish. Now here is Saka's team for game week 38. He scored a very respectable 54 points. He had David De Gea in goal, Tarkowski, Shaw, Estupiñán in defence, McNeil, Salah, had himself in midfield alongside Bruno Fernandes, Isak, Firmino, who was his captain, and Haaland up front. And he actually took a -8 in game week 38. He took out Alvarez for Firmino. I can kind of guess he wasn't looking at the early team news on Twitter. McNeil came in for Mitoma, and Tarkowski came in for the injured Luke Shaw. In 4th place, we have Hamza Choudhury of Leicester. He actually spent the season on loan at Watford, but I think just because he finished so well, he has to make it into this video regardless. He got a game week 38 score of 53 points. He captained Salah, finished 385k, and got 2,446 points. Hamza had a pretty decent game week 38, 53 points. This is his team: De Gea, Trippier, Trent, Estupiñán, Barnes, McAllister, Mahrez, Salah, Rashford, Alvarez, and Kane. And he, alongside Saka, also took a hit. He took a -4, bringing in Kane for Isak, Alvarez for Haaland, and Barnes for Mitoma. Who knows, maybe, well, he was on loan at Watford, so his season had finished. Maybe he was looking at the early team news on Twitter. In 3rd place was Leeds United's Adam Forshaw. He scored 44 points in game week 38, captaining Haaland. Obviously, Leeds were fighting relegation on the final day, so I can't imagine he actually was looking at that early team news. He had an overall rank of 126k, and he never owned himself at any point during the season. His overall points, he got 2,516 points, and again, finished a very respectable 126k. Unlike Hamza or Bukayo, Adam didn't make a transfer for game week 38. He had Jordan Pickford in goal, Dan Burn, Adam Webster, Akanji, Salah, Mahrez, Rashford, Gakpo, and a very interesting pick in Declan Rice. Kane and Ferguson were his 2 strikers. As I said, he captained Haaland. Mahrez was his vice-captain, so he scored the points instead. Here's the man I mentioned in the video intro. James Maddison is our 2nd place Premier League footballer who played FPL. He got an overall rank just inside the 100k, 99,844. He only scored 46 points in the final game week. I think, like most of us, he probably got quite unlucky with benchings and rotations, as we'll see in a second. He had Salah as his captain, and throughout the season, he only owned himself for 4 game weeks. Here's how he got on in game week 38. He took a -4, bringing in Harvey Barnes for Mitoma and Odegaard for Anthony. 46 points, you know, is a reasonable total, I guess. It's better than the average. It's about how I did, to be honest, with the rotation that happened. He had Everson in goal, Trent, Estupiñán, Botman, Wan-Bissaka, and Trippier in defence. Harvey Barnes, Odegaard, and Salah as his captain. Kane and Haaland up front. And in 1st place of all the Premier League footballers, we've got Leicester City's James Justin. He had a fantastic final game week score with 62 points, largely down to the fact he had Harry Kane as his captain. He finished 76k, which is a very, very respectable finish. Well done, James. And he owned himself for 15 game weeks across the season, scoring at 2,539 points. James's team for game week 38, he actually made 3 transfers, taking a -8 hit. He brought in Tsimikas for Trippier, Kane to Enciso, and Alvarez to Haaland. On paper, obviously, that Tsimikas moves looks like it might not make sense, but I think he did so to get the budget to bring Kane in for Enciso. Tsimikas obviously did not do well in the game that he played in game week 38, but that didn't matter for James. With Kane captain, he did really well. So he had a Kepa in goal, Tsimikas, as I mentioned, Estupiñán, Trent, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Mahrez, Salah, McAllister, Kane as his captain, and Alvarez up front. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. A bit different from our usual team selection, ultimate guides, expected points, all that jazz. Obviously, the season's over now, so I thought that would be a nice video for you guys to watch. Let me know in the comments how you did against those Premier League footballers. I certainly lost to a fair few of them, which is quite embarrassing. But yeah, James Justin, James Maddison, they had a fantastic season. Fair play to them. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like rating and subscribe to the Golden Goal channel down below. I'm going to create plenty more FPL and football related content to keep you going over the summer. And I'll see you in the next video.